Dancehall artist Shatta Wale released from Iyoko custody after bail reduction to 5 million Ghana cedis.
Is safe and I'm home now, and I just want to say a big thank you for supporting, and for being around me in times like this, because I needed you guys the most, because you guys are the ones that hold me down.
Health Minister Kwabena Mintah Kando clarifies handshake with alleged Ridge Hospital assailant.
Should I snub him? Should I shout at him? Even if that guy has been prosecuted and sentenced to life imprisonment, and he stretches his hand.
2 dead, 6 injured in Buipe-Kintampo highway crash. Asante Hine bans funerals ahead of Asante Hima's final rites in September. In Channel 1 business. $150 unlicensed courier operators arrested in Accra. And in Channel 1 sports. CAF raises stadium capacity for Kenya-Madagascar CHAN quarterfinal. Many thanks for choosing us this hour. Let's settle for the details of our stories. Dancehall musician Shatta Wale has been released from the custody of the Economic and Organized Crime Office on a 5 million Ghana cedi bail with 2 sureties. He was detained on August 20 over allegations surrounding the purchase of a Lamborghini Urus, which investigators suspect is linked to proceeds of a $4 million crime. Channel 1 News' Charles Owusukumi has more.
The allegations against Shatta Wale center on the purchase of the luxury vehicle, a Lamborghini Urus. The musician was detained on August 21 following an invitation by Yoko. The case has since generated widespread public interest, with his supporters massing up at Yoko headquarters. He also received backing from industry players, including Roughtown Records' Ricky Nanajiman, popularly known as Bullet.
Shatta Wale came in the industry, started taking $100,000, $150,000 for a show. So he changed something. He showed the way that musicians can make money. So the arrest is deeper than you guys think. Back in the days, musicians or staff couldn't even afford a stolen VW. But now, boys are building mansions. Boys are driving Range Rover, Rolls Royce. Boys are making money. They are building mansions, owning estates and all of that. So the system is not happy.
After several hours, Shatta Wale's legal team fulfilled the bail conditions, leading to his release, though it happened quietly, away from the many supporters who had gathered outside Yoko's premises.
I'm here to supply information to you guys, and that's it. The good news is that Shatta Wale has been granted bail and he has been released. Finally, at the moment, he's been released to go home. Once again, another good news is that the bail conditions was reduced from 10 million to 5 million Ghana cedis with 2 sureties, and that is what we are all happy about. So to the media guys who came to cover this event, to the fans especially, and to the management people, as well as some friends and supporters of Shut Up Movement. We want to say we are grateful. God bless you so much, and thank you for your continuous support. Shatta Wale is ever grateful to you guys for whatever you've done for him.
Shatta Wale finally released from Yoko custody. His bail amount was eventually reduced from 10 million to 5 million cedis, still with 2 sureties. Those conditions have been met, and so he's been released from Yoko custody. However, his steaming fans, many SM fans who came here all day solidarizing with Shatta Wale, still hanging around because they didn't see him. We're told he was clandestinely moved out of the Yoko office, but we have confirmation from his PR manager, Sammy Flex, that he's been released. So Sammy Flex is now going to announce to the supporters that Shatta Wale has been released, and then they can leave the Yoko premises. So what you're just hearing is him announcing to them that yes, indeed, the news they've heard is true. However, the investigations by Yoko into the acquisition of that Lamborghini vehicle will continue. From the Economic and Organized Crime Office here in Accra, Charles Osukumi for Channel 1 News.
Meanwhile, dancehall musician Shatta Wale has reacted following his release from the Economic and Organized Crime Office.
I'm safe and I'm home now, and I just want to say a big thank you for supporting, and for being around me in times like this, because I needed you guys, the most, because you guys are the ones that hold me down. Once again, I want to say, a big thank you to everybody that has been in support of this, Shouts to Neo Original One Don, who has been a father to me too, and he's been very supportive too as well. To all the staff of Yoko, you guys have been wonderful. At least I came there, you guys really took me through that rightful processes that, was needed. And I just want to say God bless you. And, to Mr. Ramonacha, I just want to tell you, I thank you so much for your understanding.
Joining us via Zoom is Philip Kojo Echampong, a lawyer with expertise in entertainment law and also a music executive. He'll be sharing his perspective on this particular development. Many thanks for joining us, Philip.
Thank you for having me.
Right. So from a legal standpoint, how would you assess Yoko's handling of Shatta Wale's case?
In my opinion, I believe, when you are dealing with an artist is under management, first of all. So sometimes some of these decisions that are being taken are sort of from the management standpoint. So dealing with artists, you need to deal with their whole entire team, because some of the things that artists do are not really their personal decisions. Some of them are from either his manager or somebody else in the team who corresponds on some of these things. So I believe when you're dealing with artists, you need to get the entire team involved in the investigations and the questioning to get the full details of some of these things sometimes.
Right. So what lessons should other musicians and, creatives learn from this incident regarding transparency and proper documentation in their business dealings?
It's very important for an artist to really take these things serious, because you are a public figure, right? So if you are doing something, you need extra due diligence, because the way you are going to be handled will be different from the way somebody who is unpopular is going to be handled. If an individual with no popularity does something like this, I don't think the media would have been having massive coverage of all of this. So they need to actually go through the right steps in acquiring properties, in acquiring personal effects, and several other items, because it's really, really detrimental if it happens that you don't do the right thing, and then even if it's not your fault, you end up taking the fall for that. So it's very important that artists really take due diligence very seriously.
Do cases like this impact the international image of Ghana's creative industry?
Yes, imagine you are in conversations with an international music company like a record label that is trying to sign you up or trying to, engage you in any business relationship, you can imagine if this headline is all over Ghanaian news, they are going to look at you a second time and, drag their feet a bit for you to totally get cleared before they can continue. Or sometimes they don't even come at all.
Right. And given that informal transactions, are very common in Ghana, how can artists legally protect themselves when making such purchases?
I deal with artists day in, day out, and
right.
I always tell them, when you are engaging in anything transactional, I understand that you don't use contracts for everything you purchase, but due diligence is not a contractual act. It is something that you must do when you are doing anything that money is changing hands. Because at the end of the day, if whatever you purchase is one, sometimes it could be fake. It's not about the fact that it's stolen. Sometimes it could be for somebody who is not selling, but rather leasing or renting. So you need to know the true value of what you are purchasing, and also need to know the person you are purchasing from. Very important, just in case something comes up, you know who to go to, and then, get some answers from. Because it's very difficult if you purchase an item and you can't even identify who you purchased the item from. It's very difficult for you to have a good defense.
All right. Thank you very much for your insight. Philip Kojo Champong is a lawyer with expertise in entertainment law and also a music executive. We're now joined in studio by another lawyer and member of parliament for Binduri and a member of the Defense and Interior Committee, Isifu Mahmood, to share insights on three key issues: the developments surrounding Shatta Wale's case with Yoko, security preparations ahead of the Akwatia by-election, and the ongoing conversations about the acquisition of a new presidential jet. Thank you for joining us on the Channel One Newsroom.
Thank you very much for bringing me on board.
All right. Let me begin with your initial thoughts on the release of Shatta Wale from Yoko custody. Do you think the time has come for Parliament to push for stricter laws to curb the importation and circulation of high-value vehicles with questionable ownership?
Yes, thank you once again. I think in this country, we have too many laws. And so when this matter came up, it is not the issue of we not having laws or someone able to identify any lacuna in the law that has led to the issue that we have at stake. But we have all the necessary laws, and not just on the entertainment industry or Shatta Wale per se, but it is something that Ghanaians, we don't really pay attention to our laws, or either that the law enforcement agencies are not really doing their best to ensure that our law is really what pay heed to. And so that is how come we are recording some of these incidences in the past now, and we will still record more. So I think we have enough laws, but just that it's either that we as citizens are not paying attention to the law, making sure that we follow what the law directs us to do, and the law enforcement agencies are also not doing their best when it comes to enforcement. And it's not the matter of Parliament always coming in to enact laws when we already have enough laws to curb some of these things. That is how I see it.
Right. And about the Shatta Wale and Yoko custody, your impressions about that?
Yes, so far I think I'm impressed. Let's thank, what do you call it, Yoko, for the good work they've done, because the issue of Shatta Wale and then his Lamborghini car first popped up, I think, about a month or so ago. Yeah. We heard how it started. I think initially they did not intend to arrest him and take him through what we've just witnessed. But maybe due to Shatta Wale's own show off and other things, that landed him into his detention and subsequent release from custody. And so one good thing, even despite all that, we were told that initially the bail sum was 10 million Ghana cedis. And so it appears he and his lawyers or his sureties couldn't meet that demand, and so they were magnanimous enough and then reviewed it to what do they call 5 million, and that is how come he was able to meet the bail condition and subsequently come. So kudos to Yoko for at least considering that, yes, he's what do you call a celebrity. And so he has fans there, and then we all like him. But anyway, that is how it should be.
Let's turn our attention to the Akwatia by-elections. Now, you're a member of the Defense Committee. What specific security arrangements has the committee been briefed on to prevent violence during the polls? Yes,
when it comes to the Defense and Interior Committee of Parliament that I belongs to, yes, we recorded, what do you call it, an immediate pass, so-called by-election or some 19 polling station rerun. And we saw what happened there. So when it happened like that, the committee did not get full its arms and then watch on or allow it to pass. The committee invited the Interior and then the Defense ministers in Parliament to brief us about what we saw there, because we weren't happy as a committee who oversees that ministries. And so they came and then briefed us. And so we also made so many recommendations and demanded that going forward, definitely we will have elections, and we don't expect to see what the nasty incident that we recorded at Ablekumanov. And so they assured us that they were going to ensure that all those who were found culpable in the Ablekuma rerun will be brought to book. And so going forward they will ensure that they will put all the necessary measures in place so that we will not record what we happened at Ablekumanov. And so it did not come as a surprise to me when the IGP made us know that they've, what do you call it, put together some 600 policemen to ensure that there is enough security during that day. And not that they have just put together 600 policemen, that they have gone ahead to make sure that they are given additional training. Right. Because the policemen, this is not the first time. We guess what came out from election 2024, the Ablekumanov one that I spoke of. And so we are going into another one, guess a constituency. But the police, the IGP, did not get see it that, yes, this is one constituency, but saw the need to ensure that, yes, his men are given the necessary training using the Ablekumanov as an example to ensure that, yes, we will have a peaceful election there. So I am quite confident that we know the IGP. He is not yet. He was part of he has been part of the police system. He has risen through the ranks, being operations commander, made the deputy IGP, and a whole lot. We know the key roles he played. What's the name? Asinov and the likes. Right. So he has been in the system, and so yes, his assurance is something that I, per se, or as a member of the Defense Committee, is quite confident that, yes, we may not record any nasty incident going to Akwatia by-election. So we can guarantee the safety of those voters and party agents. That is so. I am quite confident in that. Yes. And let me tell you, maybe you might not know this. I was a member of the police service. It was politics that I resigned. And so I'm quite confident in the Ghana Police Service. And so I believe they will give us a better outcome. Okay. Yes. Let's turn our attention to the new presidential jet. What is the committee's position on the government's intention to purchase a new one? Yes, the committee position when it comes to the presidential jet has been unanimous. Okay. When it comes to the we on the what do you call the government side, and then the minority side led by the ranking member per se. Yes, and then we are even fortunate that we have the former Deputy Minister of Defense in that committee. They have been complaining, and sometimes, even though the Defense Minister himself is not a committee member, but there are times that he also visits the committee as a friend to the committee. And so the military has been complaining. Our late Defense Minister has also been complaining about how the time has come that we should change the military jet, because the cost of servicing it or the dangers associated with its usage has come to a time that we have no any other option than to possibly, and it's not just the military jet alone. I can say that per the briefing that we get from the defense or the military, most of the planes, and for that matter, the equipment, the vehicles that they use are either outmoded or they need more to, what do they call it, to boost what they already have. So it's not just the presidential jet per se, but most of the helicopters that the military uses, if you know much about it, it's a sad story for this country.
Right. Has any formal presentation or proposal or any budgetary allocation been presented to your committee?
Yes, we don't have a special budget for that.
Okay.
But comparing the main budget that was, what do you call it, presented by the Honorable Minister of Finance and then that of the media budget, I think all those things were, there was enough budget allocation that were made to the Ministry of Defense. But as to specifics that use this to acquire military jet, I think that was not what was, what do you call it, there was no that specific allocations, but yet I can confidently say there has been enough, or there has been some quite good allocations that have been made to that ministry. But as to whether it is enough to go for presidential jet, that is another thing.
All right. Honorable Isifu Mahmood, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time.
I'm most grateful.
All right.
See you.
Let's move on to some other stories now. Health Minister Kwabena Mintah Akando has clarified that his handshake with social media activist Ralph St. Williams, accused of assaulting a health worker at the Ridge Hospital, should not be misconstrued as a sign that firm action will not be taken over the incident. The clarification follows public backlash after a video surfaced showing the minister warmly greeting the alleged perpetrator shortly after meeting hospital management. Channel 1 News' Manuel Ayama reports.
Calm down, calm down, calm down.
On Sunday, August 17, a viral video captured a tense altercation between relatives of an accident victim and emergency staff at Ridge Hospital. The confrontation, sparked by allegations of delayed medical care, escalated into what witnesses claim was a physical assault on a nurse by popular social media activist Ralph St. William. In the aftermath, Health Minister Mintah Akando visited the facility, assuring that justice would be served. But what was meant to reassure the public quickly drew criticism.
What's even more annoying is what the minister did. His statements ran contrary to his posture. Look at the pictures on social media. He affectionately embraced the rat guy, somebody who has been fingered as the perpetrator. You embraced him, and then the guy whispered into his ears, and he was smiling.
Footage emerged of the minister shaking hands and briefly conversing with Ralph St. William, igniting outrage and raising questions about his stance on the matter. At a press briefing, Mintah Akando explained that the handshake was a gesture of courtesy and not an endorsement of the alleged assault.
The gentleman then stretched his hand, shaking me, and tried to whisper something into my ears. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, should I push the guy that don't whisper anything into my ears? Should I snub him? Should I shout at him? Even if that guy has been prosecuted and sentenced to life imprisonment, and he stretches his hand to shake me, as a minister, as a public officer, I have the duty to stretch and greet him.
He stressed that the act of politeness would not stop him from taking decisive action.
That does not reduce the fact that I shook hands with him, does not mean that I should stop any measure or any steps that the ministry or government will take to unravel the situation.
The minister also addressed wider concerns about medical negligence, revealing that government has so far spent over 10 million cedis dealing with such cases.
We spend not less than, even in some cases, one facility, not less than 10 million Ghana cedis on medical negligence. Maybe you don't know. As a country, we don't have the money to buy the equipment, but we are spending so much. As I speak to you now, the cases on my table within this week are 3 that Attorney General has written to me to provide responses.
Now, the Ridge incident has raised concerns of security issues in our public hospitals. Well, the health minister has given assurances that security protocols in various public hospitals would be reviewed in order to prevent a similar incident from recurring. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I am Manuel Ayama.
2 people have been confirmed dead and 6 others injured in a road accident at mile 40 on the Buipe-Kintampo Highway on Wednesday, August 20, 2025. The truck, which was loaded with groundnuts and carrying 8 passengers, veered off the road after colliding with an empty trailer that was also heading south. According to reports, the trailer traveling from Bolgatanga to Kumasi attempted to overtake the Kia truck, resulting in the crash. A rescue team from the Buipe Fire Station responded swiftly and managed to save 6 passengers. Sadly, 2 others were pronounced dead at the scene. The injured victims are receiving treatment at the Buipe District Hospital. To some other stories now, and the deteriorating condition of the Ziavi Amfeta Road in the Ho Central Municipality is taking a heavy toll on farming activities and food security in the Volta region, despite its importance as a major route linking farming communities to markets in Ho and beyond. Channel 1 News' Volta regional correspondent Desmond Salasiago has more in this report.
In the whole central municipality of the Volta region, the Ziavi Amfeta Road remains one of the starkest examples of rural neglect. Despite its strategic role in transporting farm produce, the stretch has been left untarred and in poor condition for decades, even though it has been awarded and re-awarded under successive governments. Its current state is not only frustrating for commuters, but is also undermining agriculture, the backbone of the local economy, and threatening food security in the municipality and beyond. Farmers say moving produce such as cassava, maize, pineapple and tomatoes has become increasingly difficult, with many forced to watch their crops perish due to limited transportation options. Vehicles that attempt to ply the road frequently break down, leaving traders and commuters stranded.
Because at times, worry, nature jala, more manu tala, a woman got a dura, 2 few. More than you know when them. No quota, them. I don't quota. If you get with Dura, a woman got no money.
The ripple effect is being felt across the region, with fewer supplies reaching market centers in Ho and surrounding towns. Food availability has reduced, contributing to price hikes.
When it is rainy season and the manholes are on the way, the drivers don't work because they said their cars will get spoiled. So if they have to take us through Jolopita Road, then they have to increase the fare.
Paramount Chief of Chome Apedo, Togbe Agoku III, told Channel 1 News that rehabilitating the Ziavi Amfeta Road goes beyond infrastructure development. He stressed that fixing the road is a vital step towards linking farming communities to major markets and boosting food security.
Anytime it rains, the road, because it is not tarred, you can really see how it is. The lateral road, when it is not tarred, it becomes very bad, especially during rainy seasons, and it even becomes very worse when these dump trucks are now using it to convey sand, so creating heavy or deep potholes. And whenever it rains, it accumulates water in these deep potholes.
Road users and residents here in Ziavi, in the Ho municipality, are calling on government to prioritize the construction of the road from Ziavi to Amfeta to ensure the smooth transportation of farm produces to the market. Reporting for Channel 1 is from Ziavi Lume in the Ho municipality. My name is Desmond Salasiago.
Let's head to the Ashanti region, where national security operatives there have intercepted dozens of suspected counterfeit diapers. Although the seized products have since been disposed of on the advice of the Food and Drugs Authority, security operatives say investigations have begun to trace the importers behind the illegal trade. Channel One News' Ashanti regional correspondent Fatih Aminu Ibrahim reports.
According to the operatives, the diapers, branded under the name of a well-known Ghanaian company, were smuggled into the country from Nigeria using falsified documentation. The interception occurred 3 weeks ago during a routine inspection at Asafo, within the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, where the suspicious products were discovered. Samples of the diapers were sent to the Food and Drugs Authority, which confirmed they were counterfeit and unsafe for public use. On August 20, 2025, the products were handed over to Zoom Lion's Medical Waste Treatment Plant for safe and scientific disposal.
We came across a truck coming from Accra. We traced this truck to Asafo under the bridge. We patiently waited somewhere and we saw them offloading these diapers, or is it pampers, whatever. We took our time, monitored them, and they started offloading. So we sent one of our guys to buy one of the box. When we opened it, we saw that it was a fake pampers. The quantity is very, very large. We contacted the person that he should bring us her duty paper, which she brought. We called the custom people. We saw that it was a fake pampers and they didn't pay tax. It was on customs goods. So we intercepted it and then we brought it to RCC here.
Deputy Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator Alhaji Tabsoba Al-Hassan says efforts are underway to track down the importers.
We are particularly worried about the fake and then the duty that they've not paid. The trucks too, we can't find the trucks because we hired another trucks to bring them to the Regional Secretariat of National Security, but up to now, no one has come forward. We have some of our informants who are trailing them because a lady says she knows one of the Nigerians. You see, normally if they bring such on custom goods and maybe we arrest them, they run back to Nigeria. So we are looking for their Ghanaian counterparts. They are those that we are looking for now.
National security operatives in the Ashanti region have assured of efforts to apprehend the importers of these products in order to ensure they face the full rigors of the law. For Channel One News, I am Fatih Aminu Ibrahim, Ashanti.
This is still the Channel One Newsroom on Channel One TV. Still to come. 150 unlicensed courier operators arrested in Accra. We'll bring you the details shortly. Do stay.
DSTV means choosing.
Amazing acting.
Face branding while streaming.
Front row at the gaming and super fanning while on the going. Winning! Binging and blockbustering. While others are white ricing, you're jolloffing.
This looks so good.
With something for everyone. Anything is possible when you're DSTVing. Start today with all sorts of packages to match your...
In Ghana, West Africa, the mornings are somewhat, if not for the perfect companion. What a good day to start. Another day. It's always smiles knowing we are together.
Ooh, what a feeling. We not go, you're there for family. If you not be you, then who go there? Let's go.
Work is always effective with Nasco Home Appliances. No wahala if the sun is up. We there for your appetite. Never a dull moment to go up something chilled. Classic home appliance for the fisher folks. Good vibes only while you wait. The feeling hits very deep. And Nijepa, I want Nasco Fie. Nasco, bring home happiness.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother Man Small. If you knew, it's your boy. Kill them all, kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the greats. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boa, faha.
This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come.
It's on SuperSport all season long. Pay your subscription today. Dial *759#. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
You're welcome back. Next is Channel 1 Business with Neteli Nete Ajahu.
Channel 1 Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
How may I help you today?
We'd like to open a bank account.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, and here. And now you draw direction to your house. I need your thumbprint. And I'll need your birth certificate too. No, I need the original.
A lot has changed since you banked like this. So have we. We've made it easier than ever to open an account online and bank on the go through our mobile app, online banking, and more. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way.
Sign here, and here.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hi, Netele, how are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm very well, thank you. What's happening in the career field?
Apparently, some of them are operating illegally. They are not. They don't have a license to operate. So the Courier Services Regulatory Commission is now clamping down on them, and about 150 of them have been asked to stop operating.
Give us the details.
Okay. Now, as part of broader efforts to sanitize Ghana's fast-growing courier and logistics sector, the Ghana Police Motor Traffic and Transport Department and the Postal and Courier Services Regulatory Commission has arrested about 150 unlicensed courier operators in Accra. The regulators note that operators not only evade taxes, but also pose security and consumer protection risk. Daniel Odrumensa reports.
The commission noted that many of those arrested were operating through ride-hailing platforms without properly registering their vehicles. Others were running independent delivery services without the required licenses. The commission added that operators were given a 2-month grace period to comply, but dozens failed to meet the deadline. The Commission's Public Relations and Consumer Manager, Edwin Yeboah-Begerson, cautioned that courier businesses without licenses are illegal and risk sanctions.
It is criminal to offer delivery services without license issued by the Commission, and that is punishable either by a fine, a term of imprisonment, or both, depending on what the court finds out. So it behoves all of us, both businesses who are licensed and individuals who intend to enter into this space, to find out exactly what the law requires of them.
Some of the arrested operators voiced frustration, blaming their ride-hailing platforms for failing to assist with the licensing process and citing high cost as a barrier.
I'm doing this, I'm paying for the company, and the company will give me order to do. So how come you are arresting me and you will leave the company?
If they have registered
here, what they said is the company have their own bike and they have registered their bikes. So we, the third party, we are working for them. Our bikes is not in, but because before you fill the forms, they will tell you that you should mention your motor number, your license and everything.
All the careers, I don't think people will come after us. You see that thing, yeah. So as I came here, the guy was saying that young people will come and they will tell them that there are only 15 riders. But if they come into the town, they see, no, plenty riders in the town inside. You see, hey, that's the way they worry us. So when they will find ways and ways to solve all this problem. That way me and they watch. Yeah.
The Commission has stated that it will not relent on its fight to clamp down on unlicensed courier service providers. For Channel 1 Business, I am Daniel Odro-Mensah.
Now, stakeholders in education in the Northern region are calling for a concerted effort to eradicate bullying in schools to improve educational outcomes. Our Northern Regional correspondent, Shawana Yusuf, has more in this report.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Association of Ghana Industries, Sechum Akwabwa, made a remark while outlining some of the benefits and drawbacks the recent cedi appreciation has had on industry players.
Who's able to land in Ghana at a price that is ridiculously low, that is sometimes you wonder if really they pay the right duties, they declare the right volumes, and they declare the right values. So we've had this challenge.
Immigration is increasingly being framed not just as a path to jobs, but as a gateway for Ghanaian businesses and investors to scale operations and build wealth across both economies. The Chief Executive Officer of ASCA Immigration Consulting Services, Marie Amati-Few, says Canada's labor market, currently facing critical shortages in technology and skilled trades, offers vast opportunities for Ghanaians with proper documentation to establish their presence. Speaking on the sidelines of the Africa Business Festival, the CEO's Connect Summit, she expressed that beyond work permits, Ghanaian SME startups and entrepreneurs can leverage Canada's immigration programs to expand into new markets and deepen capital flows.
Ghanaians they have a lot of skills, and of course Canada also looks at skilled workers, so that is very important. So the market is there, the needs are there, but what is important is to know the requirements. So there's a process to go about it. So people don't really understand, or they just don't know that you need, first of all, an authorization, that LMIA, you know, that you need that. So that authorization is given to the Canadian employer in Canada that allows him to hire a foreigner. And so the Ghanaian, once they have that LMIA base, then they apply for the work permit. So that's how it works. So the needs are there, you know, there's a shortages, but there's also a process to how to go about it. And we are here to assist people for that.
Let's now check how the local currency is performing on the interbank market. And that's all for Channel 1 Business. I am Netele Neti Ajahu. Back to you,
Thank you very much, Netele. Let's do some more stories now. And stakeholders in education in the Northern region are calling for a concerted effort to eradicate bullying in schools to improve educational outcomes. Our Northern regional correspondent, Shawana Yusuf, has more in this report.
Violent attacks in senior high schools across Ghana have surged in recent times, sparking urgent calls for action to prevent further escalation. In response, the Africa Health Promotion Organization has launched an anti-bullying campaign in 2 senior high schools in 6 regions nationwide, aimed at improving the learning environment.
I've been a victim of bullying before, and I know how bullying can affect your studies. Being a victim of bullying, this particular incident took place when I was accused falsely, and in the intention of trying to explain myself, I was got wronged by the senior, which led to the bullying incident.
Headmaster of Nobisco, Alhassan Issa Dokurugu, described the initiative as a positive step towards tackling mental health challenges in schools.
We are hoping that we would leverage on the program, equip ourselves as staff with knowledge, the signs of somebody being mentally ill, so that it will help us identify people as early as possible and then render or provide them with remedial interventions. So to a large extent, we couldn't have gotten anything better than what has come to us today.
For the Africa Health Promotion Organization, implementing the Zero Tolerance for Bullying campaign is part of a global movement aimed at promoting sound mental health among students as a foundation for better academic performance.
So this bullying intervention is much more of a global movement. Every country has their priority, and through the University of Ghana, they have conducted a research to identify the basic factors that perpetuate mental health. And so what happened is we realized that among young people, their mental health is more affected when they are bullied. And the dynamics is that many people think that bullying only affects the victim. It affects the perpetrator and even observers equally.
The Asante-Hine has announced a ban on all funerals within the kingdom from September 1 until after September 18, 2025, when the late Asante-Hima will be finally laid to rest. The main rituals are scheduled to commence on Monday, September 14, and continue until Wednesday, September 18, during which the final burial rites will be observed, followed by the burial in the late evening. On the day of the burial, residents are expected to remain indoors. Additionally, all shops and markets within the metropolis and parts of the region will be closed on the day of the final rites. This is still the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 TV. Still to come. CAF raises stadium capacity for Kenya-Madagascar CHAN quarter-final. We have those details shortly. Don't go away. Let's talk hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids are normal structures located in the anus of all mammals.
But it is only man who suffers hemorrhoidal disease because of the erect posture we have assumed and the squatting that we do to empty our bowel. Hemorrhoids consist of a special type of blood vessels which fill with blood when we are moving our bowel and help to cushion the anus against the force of transmitting the stool. Afterwards, they empty their blood, collapse, help seal the anus to maintain continence. Over time, these vessels lose the elasticity of their walls, become dilated, permanently filled with blood, leading to congestion of the hemorrhoids. The symptoms of hemorrhoids are bleeding and prolapse of the hemorrhoids when passing stool, itching and feeling of warmth in the anus and anal discharge. Laser, ligature, and longo are the modern, minimally invasive, most effective and painless methods of treating hemorrhoids today.
Mwintuba Hospital, first Ghana Colorectal Center, in to serve a peculiar health need.
You say nothing yet. This Big Brother Naija Season 10. It's 10 times the drama, 10 times the rivalry, and 10 times the game. This is certified. No zero, no minus. Big Brother Naija Season 10. Showing 24/7 on DSTV and on GoTV. Gold sponsor, Guinness.
Kwame! You look amazing. Have you discovered a new secret to staying healthy these days?
Actually, I have. It's called SOS Advance. It is a health supplement manufactured in the UK with 11 essential oils like frankincense, black seed, oregano, and neem, all powered by nanotechnology.
Wow, that's impressive. What does it do?
SOS Advance supports your immune system against invading pathogens, including viruses, bacteria, and toxins. It also provides antioxidant effects to help combat free radicals and reduce oxidative stress on your body.
Wow, I really need this. Like, I've been feeling off lately, but I can't pinpoint exactly what the problem is.
Oh, easy. I think you should get it. You can find it at every pharmacy nearby.
There's a pharmacy here! Let's go! Thank you. I beg his wound's pain.
Pregnant and lactating mothers should contact their physicians. This advert is FDA approved.
This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come.
It's on SuperSport all season long. Pay your subscription today. Dial *759#. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
You're welcome back. Next is Channel 1 Sports with Bernard Abekuacheri. Hi Abeku, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm a miracle. How are you too?
I'm very well, thank you.
That's
CAF
great.
has approved an increase in the stadium capacity for the Kenya and who?
Well, they have a game. They're in the quarterfinals, Kenya, in the Chan, what we call. And initially, they were unable to control their crowd.
Oh.
So they reduced the number for them.
Okay.
Now they seem to want to be in control. So CAF have increased the number.
Give us the details.
Let's get into it, shall we? Now, CAF has approved an increase in stadium capacity for Kenya's quarterfinal clash with Madagascar at the African Nations Championship. Friday's game at the Moa International Sports Center in Kasarani will now admit 80% of the capacity, allowing up to 38,400 fans. The decision follows a successful appeal by the Football Kenya Federation and the local organizing committee after earlier restrictions limited attendance to 60% due to crowd control and security concerns in the group stage. Kenya's match against Madagascar is set to be one of the most highly anticipated fixtures of the tournament, with the Harambee Stars chasing a place in the semi-finals of the Continental Showpiece. Well, let's head to Liverpool now. And Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah says he remains hungry for more success at the club after being named PFA Player of the Year. The Egyptian enjoyed a standout 2024-2025 season, playing a key role in guiding Liverpool to the Premier League title under manager Arne Slot. At 33, Salah insists time is no barrier, stressing he still has plenty to offer Liverpool's pursuit of further success.
I'm still very hungry. That's why I signed for Liverpool another 2 years. It's great to play in the Premier League in that level, and you know, it's also like with my age, 33, you feel that you can give more and you can really make the difference always in each game. So something like make me proud also of myself, because I work really hard for that. So yeah, that's what I can say about it.
This award is to celebrate you, but behind you you've got great teammates, a club that adore you. What does it mean for you to be playing in front of those Liverpool fans?
Absolutely incredible. The Anfield is incredible. It feels home always. and without the teammates and staff and everybody helped me, my team, my family, everybody helped me to achieve that. I would not be able to do it, so I want to have the chance to tell them thank you very much for make that happen.
Well, that's the very latest from the world of sport, and I am Bernard Abeku. You know, that's your Salah.
Very good, yeah. Thank you so much, Abeku. But that's it for today's bulletin. Do visit our website, channel1newsonline.com, for information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel 1 TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel 1 TV. Download the Channel 1 TV app on Google Play Store and the App Store. I am Inosafu. Many thanks for watching.
This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come. Let's go!
It's on Super Sports all season long. Pay your subscription today. Dial *759#. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
Looking for a one-stop shopping destination for all things made in Ghana? Eager to experience a remarkable fair that showcases the richness, creativity, and innovation behind Ghanaian products and services? Then get ready for the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. The This is Ghana Exhibition highlights the brilliance of Ghanaian entrepreneurs, artisans, and businesses who continue to shape the narrative of homegrown excellence. This is Ghana's biggest trade fair and exhibition, bringing together SMEs, startups, research and manufacturing sectors, indigenous corporate bodies, and local creatives in one exciting space. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. Come explore, engage, and be inspired by the businesses and brands that are redefining made in Ghana across every sector. The dates: Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. Time is 10 a.m. through to 5 p.m. each day. The venue is the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. For enquiries or participation details, call us on 0205-973-973. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult, Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and Ghana Exim Bank, and is supported by Twillium Industrial Company Limited and Build Financial Technologies.
Let's get into the world of sports like never before.
You know how we do it on Fridays.
Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. on 97.3 City FM for Sports Panorama, your ultimate destination for all things sports.
One of the biggest scandals in this country's history. Yeah. You can't spend 250 million USD and come out with that.
From the thrill of association football to the excitement of basketball, tennis, athletics, and even emerging sports, we cover it all. Whether it's the Premier League or the latest NBA showdown, we bring you the stories behind the stars.
Getting an opportunity to become a national team coach, you should understand the politics around football.
And don't miss the prayer of the rabbi.
Joe was Zebaut. How Zebaut there? Zebaut won Chaboke.
We're not just about the games, we're about the community.
If you are going to be given this kind of treatment, then you need to be that guy. When I look at him play,
He's not it. Or when it's time for Don't Call Me. Join the conversation as we connect with fans across the country and beyond. What's the latest updates? Send us your thoughts and we'll feature your comments live on air. And remember, we like to hear your predictions for matches and your thoughts in general. Think you know who's going to win? Let us know.
Big shout outs to my YouTube people.
Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. only on 97.3 City FM. Sports Panorama, where sports come alive.
Minke man bi mo nya Kofi Adam no my kami. Matwale. Man ke la ke no ya ne. Meneke. Fe won sha ko ba club me feke jeje. Ni wo hia ka wo hye. Ye Yesu gba mi. Amen.
Sports Panorama, your weekly sports fix. Don't miss out on the action. Sports Panorama. Catch the excitement every Friday.
In a world filled with challenges, we all need guidance, hope, and a lifeline to anchor us.
This is Lifeline, and I'm your host, Fred Crunchy Mensa.
From social issues, relationship challenges, and family matters, Lifeline is here to inspire, uplift, and guide you on your journey.
Where we give you support, where we hold your hand through the valley and through the thick and thins of life.
Join Bishop Fred Crunchy Mensa.
I welcome you especially to Lifeline.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on Channel 1 TV. Let's walk this path together, strengthen our faith, our families, and our lives. Lifeline, because every soul deserves a guiding light. Tune in to Lifeline on Channel 1 TV and let's grow together.
Full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umarusanda Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
The party itself has said that whenever you are in opposition, you should choose flag bearers early.
So what you are trying to tell me is that you want somebody who is going out to come and select a leader for you. So the next person will come and say, but I didn't select him.
Direct victim of attack, violent attack.
Where and when?
The first one happened in Parliament. I was pregnant.
Now, for me, it was legitimized by a radio or TV station giving her a position to work. So for you, take issue with GH1 and giving her the platform.
That is where the minority is. We are on them. We've asked questions.
President Mahama will be a mean president if he prioritizes only his children and DCP. He needs to demonstrate a Ghanaian government.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umarusanda Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel 1 TV.
And hello, you're welcome to What the Papers Are Saying. Thank you for joining us for another edition where we bring you the big stories for the week and also dissect the various angles as presented by the various media outlets. My name is Vivian Kailoko.